to undo your SEO mistakes. Here at eRank, we never recommend you change your best performing listings. Although you may feel after all you've learned about SEO, you may be able to make it better, there's always the chance you accidentally remove the very thing that was helping it perform so well, and you end up seeing a big drop in your sales. It is likely you have plenty of listings that are not performing that you could try and tweak, or new listings that you could create, and hopefully over time they'll all end up doing better. And when your best performing listing is no longer your best performing listing, then you can make those changes. But we're all human. Sometimes we may take bad advice or just get impatient and the worst happens. The bestseller stops selling. But don't you worry, eRank has some tools that can help you recover your old titles and tags, and your listing will hopefully get back on top again. We have a few tools that can help, especially the listing changes, the listing audit tool, and the traffic stats tool. Firstly, the listing changes. Before you make any changes to a listing, it's a good idea to get a baseline of your listing. To do this, you can track your listing at least a week before you make the changes. In your listing audits page on eRank, find your listing and click the Track Changes button. Once per day, our system takes a snapshot of your listing, the titles, tags, main image, and other info like the number of views, and you can view it at any time from the Show Changes button. Then, when you make the change, you'll see it in that day's snapshot. Things taken away are in red, things added are in green. Then, if you leave it another week or so, you'll be able to see if your average daily views are higher or lower, or about the same. And if you feel you wish to change it back again, then you can see what your listing looked like before and go back and change it. But what happens if you made your changes in haste and hadn't started tracking changes on that listing? Well, don't worry, eRank can help there as well. If you click the listing audit button for that listing and then scroll down to the sales history, you can see the title the listing had when it last sold, so you'll still be able to change it back. Also, if you've connected up Google Analytics to your Etsy shop and your eRank account and hit the traffic stats button for that listing and pick a time frame before you made those changes, then you can see the keywords that real shoppers were using to find you, and you can see if those keywords are currently not in your titles or tags, and perhaps considered adding them if they were bringing in lots of traffic. But also be aware that small changes to other parts of your listing, such as description or adding a video, are unlikely to cause your sales to drop, so there may be another reason for this. In another video, we'll cover what to do when your sales drop.